What's going on, guys? It's Joe with Endo Daily, and today I'm kind of just looking at different ways to carry my fixed blades. And just got back from walking my dog, and I was thinking, so I've been carrying my Drop Bear fixed blade with the UltiClip on my back pocket of my jeans or my uniform, kind of slip it in there. And I was thinking maybe I should try my belt loop attachment for my Izula 2, which quick little side blurb, these things are awesome. The belt loop attachments from Sagewood Gear, these things are incredible. I've got one both on my Izula 2 as well as my ESEE 4, and it just makes it so much easier and so much better to carry, because I definitely prefer to have my fixed blades dangled like this, especially my hiking and camping knives, which is why I've got that for each of my ESEEs. But I was thinking, because this is the small or extra small size, that it might fit onto the Drop Bear sheath, because it is that pancake sheath that's got the eyelets on both sides versus, my Kizer Muskrat or my Kizer Deckhand that only is the taco style, so it's only got the eyelets on one side. And I'm not a huge fan of Scout Carry. I mean, maybe I haven't tried it enough to know if I really like it or not, but I kind of like my knife dangled on the side of my hip. But again, UltiClip is also a great accessory for these. Anybody watching this, probably a fan of knives and probably already knows that UltiClip is great. But if I can try carrying this on, this attachment, then maybe it'll work out. So that's kind of what I'm doing tonight, is just to kind of get a feel, and hopefully this is going to fit. We'll see if it works, and then if it does, I'm probably going to have to get on Sagewood Gear and get another one ordered for my Izula 2, or to replace this one that I'm going to put on my Drop Bear, just because I do like carrying the Drop Bear in my back pocket like that with the UltiClip, because it's a little more concealed, a little more out of the way. But at the same time, I really do, like I said, I like having it dangling from my right hip, just because it's easily accessible, hangs out there. There's no issues with it. So I'm gonna switch this over and give it a try. I haven't been on Sagewood's website in a while. I know they have obviously the brown belt loop attachment, and then they've got a black one that I've got on my ESEE 4. And again, I can't say enough good things about them. And they're not obviously not paying me or anything to say this. This is just a pure, honest review. These things are awesome. I want to say I bought the one for my ESEE 4 first, and as soon as I got that in, tried it out, took it on a few trips, I immediately bought a second one to put on my Izula 2, because I can't say enough good things about it. So I'm hoping it might fit on there. The only thing is that what is this? The tension screw on here is a little bit in the way, and so I may move that or just take it off, but I don't know how much that's going to loosen it up. But let's take that off and give it a try. Hopefully it doesn't make it too loose. If not, I'll just try to work with it and see if I can get that on around it. But let's give this a try real quick. But yeah, carrying a fixed blade. I did a little short for Fixed Blade Friday, and they really are great. And I mean, they're great for everyday carry, great for everyday use. They're sturdy. I'm sure you guys probably seen, I know I've seen probably 15 different videos on fixed blades versus folders for everyday carry for whatever. Yeah, that's really not making too big of a difference with that tension clip. So I might go ahead and leave that off. And then with that off of there, I think this is going to fit pretty good. So let's go ahead, get that through there. Might not even need these spacers either. All right, got that. Make sure I got the right screws. Now I'm getting my stuff all jumbled up. All right, we got those in there. That's the tension screw. I was not paying attention, so now I'm already losing my focus here. Okay, there's those. But so I would like to hear from you guys, personally, if you carry a fixed blade or um, a fixed blade or a folder, or if you prefer one over the other, just because, seems like a big polarizing topic of what's better to carry or what people prefer to carry. So, like I said, I'm gonna give this a try on the Drop Bear just to see how it carries, and I'll throw this on my belt tomorrow and give it a try if I can get this going, and we'll see how it rides. Might throw a picture in here at the end of it sitting on my belt just to show y'all how it looks. Uh-oh. Might not be long enough. I might have to grab another spacer. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to grab another spacer. So give me 1 second to grab another one. All right, and we're back. I got my extra parts out here. Found some thicker spacers, so those might be a little bit easier. But I mean, even just kind of looking at it right there, I think that's going to work out really nice. It does seem a little bit bulky just for the size of what the Drop Bear is, but at the same time, I mean, it's really not a huge handle size is about the same, but the actual blade cutting edge is a little bit longer there. So this may seem a little long, so if they do have any shorter ones, I'll probably get on Sagewood and order a smaller belt loop if they've got them. But again, I would definitely recommend these if you've got a fixed blade that, with the ESEE sheaths, it just comes in that plastic sheath, right? Like nothing too crazy. I don't know. There's plenty of aftermarket sheaths on there, or that you can find online for some of those. But honestly, the best supplement that I found for it was this Sagewood Gear belt loop attachment. And I mean, they've got stuff on there. Last time I was looking, they've got stuff on there that you can add attachments to, like for a ferro rod, lots of other stuff. And they've already got like pre-made ones for like the ESEE 5 and 6 that already come with the already come with the ferro rod attachment. And so definitely a lot of good stuff and a lot of good options. All right, that's gonna squeeze on there. Awesome. And we'll throw this one in. Just barely gonna squeeze in the hole with this one. I think these spacers came from my Kizer deckhand and the attachment that went on that, but this is definitely gonna work. It's gonna add a little bit more space between this plastic piece and the sheath, but really not a big deal for me because, like I said, I like that it'll dangle down. It'll hang down a little bit on the right side. Perfect. That's going on there great. And it gives a little bit more space between. Sorry, my brain's not a multitasker. There we go. I need to get another bit for my my NAFS driver, so I'm not using that. Also gives a little bit more space between here to kind of give you some room to grab that handle. So really, looking at that, like that's not too much extra space. That's going to give just enough room. Still got a good thumb ramp on there, good grip, and I really might even be able to squeeze that tension screw back on there with the extra space that this allows. So I'm going to take this one back off real quick and, just try to fill the void to see if my brain can talk and do this at the same time. But go do that. And I think this really is going to work out pretty good. And I'm excited about that because now I can keep the tension screw on there as well as this Sagewood Gear belt loop attachment. Maybe. I am really struggling tonight with this. We'll get there, guys. Don't worry. Go. Unless, of course, I've got these screws mixed up. Oh, shoot, that might be the wrong one. Either way, let's see here. Okay, got that. I might have these mixed up anyways. Have I got the wrong one? I should have known better. Okay, got that. No, that's the right one. That's definitely the tension screw. All right. We're going to get there. Don't worry. Let's see. Maybe it was one of these. Sure was. Yeah, I think I definitely got my screws mixed up. So don't laugh at me too much. I don't know. It's been a long day. It's late. I'm out here just doing what I like doing, making videos, tinkering with my knives. So don't give me too much grief here. I'll get my stuff together eventually. There we go. Make sure it's not too tight. Awesome. And then we'll get this screw back in there. And we should be good to go. Yeah, I think this is going to work out real nice. So, like I said, I'd love to hear from you guys on if you like to carry fixed blades. And I guess that also depends on what your daily need and use is, really. You know, in an office job like I'm in now, don't necessarily need to carry a fixed blade anymore. But really, it's no different than a folder because, as I compared in a video the other day, this is the same size as a folder that I normally carry on a daily basis. So the only difference is, you know, somebody seeing me dangling a fixed blade from my belt versus carrying just a regular folder in my pocket, which is obviously a lot more concealable. But there is the Kizer Drop Bear fixed with the Sagewood Gear belt loop attachment in the brown leather. And like I said, I believe this is the small, maybe even the extra small. It's been a long time since I've ordered this, so I'd have to go back and check my order history from them. But I think that's going to look really good on the belt. And I could even lower it down to this second set of eyelets instead if I wanted it to hang or sit up a little bit higher. But I think with that, it's going to work pretty good. And like I said, I'm going to get a picture of this on my belt later for you guys, just to kind of show you where it hangs and where it sits. And that might work really good. And if it works out and I like how it fits and how it rides, I'm definitely going to get on and order another one of these. So now I think my next step is I'm going to get one of the get this UltiClip onto my Izula 2. I've rocked this on there before, so I might throw that on there just like that. Carry it in my back pocket just like I had on my on the Drop Bear. So that's it. That's all I got for now, guys. I appreciate y'all watching. Have a great weekend, and I will see you in the next one.